Hey everybody, I am finally back. I am super excited to be back. I have been just neglecting completely to make any videos, and it's not really just my fault. I had a lot going on. I actually got a new job, so I'll be talking about that for a second. But first, in regards to my last video, I put up a beautiful little musical montage of my 3D printed creation, and of course right away people guessed what it was. It is the Pip-Boy from Fallout 4. It's still not complete, but I'm going to have a video on kind of the process that I use to solvent weld stuff. I haven't really gone into detail about how I solvent weld things, and I've kind of been lacking on just describing the process that I go through, but here's the finished product. I'll have that video out soon. This is the finished product. Okay, when I say finished product, I mean not painted, not fully assembled, but the solvent welding is done. I think I only have like one more part to solvent weld. But, so this is it. This is the Pip-Boy. The original reason was I was playing Fallout 4 and I wanted to have the Pip-Boy that was sold, basically, and I could have spent, $100 on just getting one, or spend a couple weeks and not very much money at all, way less than $100, and make this. So basically it's held together using Q-tip rods and hopes and dreams of children. That's pretty much it. So here we go. This is where you can insert a phone right here. So if you just kind of slide this off, boop, there we go. You can put a phone in here. Now, it works best with the Galaxy S7 or similar sized devices. So here we go. I'm gonna put this on my arm. I'm super excited. So the lever mechanism is with Q-tips that I actually super glued in there. And here we go. So I'm wearing my sweater because it works best. I don't have any padding on here, so I'm gonna bunch my sweater up a little bit so that it actually closes. But here we go. So I don't know if we can get a good angle on this locking mechanism, but here we go, there. And then if I just stuff some of my sweater into the crack here, once I get some padding in here, I won't have this process. And there we go. Ow, it is pinching my arm. Okay, here we go. There we go, perfect. So this is pretty much good. This isn't exactly how you'd wear it on your arm. You have it kind of more off to this side, but just for showing you guys, it's easier to be there. So let's take this off again and put my phone in here. Alright, so let's go into the Fallout Pip-Boy app. That's crazy loud, but that's okay. Here we go. And there, we've got the Pip-Boy going, and that's kind of the idea. It's a companion app for the game itself, and I played with that I played with it so much, and I'm actually going to go into offline mode so that it will be able to detect my game data while I'm offline. So you can just go through here, tap through the beautiful menu in here. This is the map in game. It's gorgeous. So basically you can use it to select weapons and fast travel through your game world, and it's super convenient, and that's really why I wanted it. I didn't decide that I was going to make it until after I'd had the game for a little bit and was playing it, and I was like, wow, having the Pip-Boy companion on my phone is nice, but it'd be nicer if I had the Pip-Boy itself. So as you can see, I don't have the tape cassette player or anything. It's a holotape player, but it's still cassettes. But yeah, so I still have all the parts printed, but I just don't have them assembled yet. I have a whole mechanism to build in there. And kind of along the same lines, I will have videos in the future, as I said, of me solvent welding all the parts together so it's completely solid here, as well as in the future a video of me assembling it the rest of the way and painting it. That's going to be pretty cool. Now on to a pretty cool subject, at least I think so, is my new job. Now for a while my wife had been supporting me as I go through and work on YouTube full time, but now I've kind of made a decision regarding what I want to do with YouTube, and originally my plan was to continue every single day making a new skit and editing and uploading. However, just before I went to Arizona, I realized that the workload would be just a little bit too much, but really the problem with doing that every single day is that the ideas for skits run out a lot faster than the ideas for, let's say, a gameplay episode. So when I have an idea for a skit, it's usually a fairly rare thing, and then the time that it takes to film and put my idea into motion, it kind of takes a little bit longer than a normal video, and then I don't have another one of those ideas for quite a while most of the time. So I ended up using most of the ideas that I had in just the first few days, and it was great. I really liked the products that were coming out, but at the same time, it ended up kind of draining the resources a little bit. So that leads into the next part where I ended up getting a job. My job is working for the Star Tribune here in Minnesota, and I deliver papers. That fits really, really well with my sleep schedule because I'm actually legitimately nocturnal. I have been sleeping all day and staying awake at night, and it worked out really well for me, and I thought, hey, I might as well get a job that correlates with that. And part of it was really the desire to have enough money to not just live, but also be able to buy props for skits, be able to buy filament for 3D printing, things like that, and really be able to have a little bit extra money and save up for maybe a house in the future. And the job that I have has very few hours, but a pretty high payroll considering the hours, and it's just really because it's from like 1 in the morning to like 6 in the morning. No one wants to work those hours except a very few, very small group of people. So it ended up being a really good job for me, and I'll probably keep that for a while as long as the workload isn't too incredibly much. It is a pretty hard job, with making upwards of potentially 200 deliveries of newspapers in a single night, and that's pretty crazy. It would be crazy even if it was all along the same neighborhood, just 200 papers stopping at every house, but it's not. It's just there's probably at most 4 papers in one neighborhood, and that's a crazy amount of driving. So anyway, that's basically my job. I'll describe it in detail a bit more in probably another video, but most of it was just the announcement that that's what's going to be taking a lot of my time during the week. And that leads to the next part where I can't maintain a daily upload schedule if I'm working so much, and while I'm getting more money, I'm also not able to focus on making videos as much. So my idea basically is to kind of restrict video uploads to maybe 1 or 2 a week at the most. I'm thinking I really want to stress quality over quantity, and I know in one of my last videos, I know I've been changing up how many uploads and what kind of uploads so much, but please just bear with me on this. I am really trying to get this all just working out, and I really, really want to get videos out to you guys because that is the ultimate career for me. I really want to make YouTube videos, and that's awesome, and I love to do it. However, I also need to make space for real life, and I'm just trying to come up with realistic goals to let you guys get good quality videos as often as I can possibly make them. So I may not even have a schedule. It may just be as soon as I can upload a video, I will. But every weekend I have off, so I should be able to pretty consistently at least be able to edit on weekends and maybe upload on like Mondays or something along those lines. But we'll see in the future. Don't expect a ton more videos really soon, but I do have another video that I've already shot, and it was shot before I left for Arizona. I just haven't really gotten around to editing it yet. However, I'm going to edit that and put it all together. It's got a nice time lapse of me just solvent welding this thing together, and it's really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy that, and I will be narrating the process all the way through it. I'm going to take this channel in a little bit of a different turn. I haven't forgotten about the t-shirts, I just haven't really looked into it a whole lot yet. I'm kind of thinking about, if I get some money, maybe ordering a group of them, like a batch, and then you guys would contact me, send me money and an address, and I can send it to you. Now, I understand if you don't want to do that for security reasons, but I also need you to understand that that is going to be the cheapest way for me to be able to sell t-shirts, and it's not going to be for profit for me because I already have a job. I don't need extra money. I really just want my channel to get out there. It's not about just making a bunch of dough. That would be cool, but that's not what shirts are about. The shirts are specifically for you guys to have some cool merchandise, and for me to get my name on some shirts. That's really It's really all it is. So let me know if you guys are comfortable or uncomfortable with, giving King Mango your address. I won't send anything to you guys, obviously, unless you purchase it from me. But that being said, I understand that people want to be cautious, and so I'm going to let you guys decide that down in the comments below. Needless to say, I have had a great time not working, although it has been very stressful because I've wanted to make these videos, but most of the time up until very recently I haven't really had an opportunity. So thank you guys for bearing with me, and thank you so much for watching this video and watching all my videos. I know that I've made some pretty crappy ones, I've made some pretty decent ones recently, but I'm definitely trying to step up my game and get these awesome videos out to you guys. I've got a lot of ideas, and I really want to get those all bunched up and written down and then made into videos for you guys, and that's the ultimate plan. So thank you again for bearing with me through this whole endeavor, and I will see all of you guys in the next one.